Hey, welcome back to Lame Chop Builds. Today we're going to get this Corvette in some primer. As you can see here, I've got a lot of priming to do. Everything's going in primer. Interior tub there, the frame, and all the little pieces in the body. I think every little nook and cranny on my little stand here has a peg or a clamp or something in it. Maybe one right here don't. I could find something to put there, I know. So here in a second, we're going to get some primer mixed and get my paint booth going here, and we're going to primer this car. And just like that, we're mixing paint or primer. I already put 7.5 milliliters of the Mr. Surfacer 1500 Black, and I forgot to turn my camera back on, so now we're doing get my leveling thinner here. Get it. Give it a little stir, shake. I'm going to do 7.5 of it also. I'm going to pour it. So now we got 7.5 there. Let me put another little dab in. There we are. There's 7.5. Save that off to the side. Use that later. Here's one I got the primer out with, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to pour that into here, make my 15 total. Right about. And I did mix in the jar, stir the paint, the primer. I just want to get this. And if you can see, let me show this to you. I'm going to try and turn it enough. It's almost like 1% milk right there. Runs right off the side of the cup. Right back down in. That's what you want when you're mixing paints, primers. And I'm gonna spray this with a 0.3 needle to get a little more detail out of it, because a lot of small parts I'm priming. And I'm just gonna do the tail. Take a little extra time to do the body. I'll be at like 18 or 19 psi. I think is what my compressor's set at. Get that in there. And with that, in about 2 seconds, less, we will be doing some primer. I had initially planned to show you video of the airbrushing. It turned out to be about 40 minutes worth of video, a little less. I had a bunch of issues with my airbrush at the time, splattering a little bit. And I was talking about that, going through a couple different things. And then I did end up coming through okay with it. But it was a lot of video that I don't need to post. You know, I done deleted it off my phone. But you guys can see the finished product here. You know, there was some spider marks on that hood. Everything leveled itself out using the leveling thinner in the primer. It makes a difference, I believe. Everything's nice and clean. No spider marks. No heavy spots on the primer in the car. So, you know, this video is a little bit shorter than I had anticipated, but it's all good. On to the end of the video. I'm going to insert this into the middle. Thank you. All right, I got this in primer. Now, my light got commandeered, so it ain't as bright over here right now. I think I figured out when I was taking this part to clean it. On my airbrush right here, it was a little loose on that end. When I took it apart to clean it, it wasn't real tight, so I'm thinking that may have been helping cause some of my splatter issues I was having. So we'll see. Now I'm going to take this, probably tomorrow, I'm going to take this apart and clean it real good, soak it, get it all cleaned up real good, lubricate it, because I've never lubricated it yet. I know it came from the factory, but I'm going to do it again. I don't know how often you should. I'll look that up too, but the primer didn't turn out too bad on here. It's going to look good when it's done. End up using, what was it, 9.5 milliliters of my Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 to do all the parts here. So it went far. $1 worth of paint or primer. Rattle can took a lot more worth, I think. So it's probably you're saving money using this type of stuff. I'm gonna get some more. I want to get some gray and get different grades of it, like a 1200 and 1000, so I can use it for different applications, I suppose. 1500 good on a body, maybe 1000 would work good on a chassis or something. So I'm gonna edit these videos because they're long. I'm gonna edit down to a shorter video. With that, I'm out. See you next time. Happy modeling.